Hello friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. I'll share our videos commanded by our experts, so let's begin.
If you like, please like, share and subscribe. So let's begin our today's topic. Let's begin.
Google has officially released the June 2026 Pixel feature drop. This update bundles over 120 security patches with a new suite of AI-driven tools for your device. The most significant addition is real-time fake call detection. This system analyzes incoming audio and blocks potential telephone scams as the AI detects them. To get these features running on your phone, we're going to verify your current software, download the firmware, and set up the new tools. Before starting the download, ensure your device is either connected to a charger or has at least a 50% battery charge. You also need a stable Wi-Fi connection to prevent large data overages or a failed download. OS updates rewrite critical system files. Maintaining a constant power and data connection prevents the most common causes of software corruption during this process. Swipe down twice from the home screen to expand quick settings, then tap the gear icon to enter settings. Scroll to the bottom and select System. Tap Software Updates, then select Check for Update to query Google's servers. Google uses staged rollouts for these distributions. If the update doesn't appear immediately, it means your regional server is waiting for deployment. Stay within range of your Wi-Fi network while the progress bar initializes and the phone pulls the payload. Manually triggering this check forces the phone to look for new firmware immediately, rather than waiting for its next scheduled background scan. While the download continues, let's look at the specific tools included in this drop. The update begins with 120 security vulnerability patches designed to protect the operating system from new exploits. On top of those security fixes, you are getting the AI fake call detection system. This tool uses local processing to scan the audio of an active call. If it recognizes the patterns of a known scam, it flags the call on your screen before you share any personal information. The update also adds the Google Photos Wardrobe feature. Wardrobe uses image recognition to find clothing items buried in your photo library, automatically organizing them into a searchable digital collection. Finally, Google is expanding the Circle to Search tool. The new Find the Look feature allows you to circle an outfit in apps or video to immediately see shopping links and similar style suggestions. These tools use local AI to organize your data and intervene during calls, providing context-aware solutions without requiring manual input. You may have seen leaked materials for other features not appearing in your update menu today. The Pixel Studio Animations feature, which focuses on adding motion to static AI-generated images, is currently excluded from the June 2026 rollout. The visual overhaul for priority VIP notifications is also part of a future software distribution. Dynamic branded interface themes, including the rumored movie tie-ins, are also currently locked behind a future release window. Continue to check your software update menu over the next few months as these leaked features move into official production. Distinguishing between the official firmware release and these early leaks helps set realistic expectations for your phone's capabilities. Now that the progress bar has finished, your phone will prompt you for a system restart. Select the Restart command to finalize the installation. During the boot cycle, the new security patches and AI models integrate into the core of the operating system. Once you reach the lock screen, your device is running the updated June 2026 feature set. To see the results, open a video, find an outfit you like, and use Circle to Search to test the Find the Look tool. Checking for these updates manually ensures you have access to the latest security protocols and AI functionality as soon as the files are released. For 15 years, the smartphone operating system served a single, highly specific purpose. It was a neutral router. Its job was to take your manual inputs, pass them down to the hardware, and return the resulting data back to the screen as efficiently as possible. The deployment of the June 2026 Pixel feature drop changes that routing model. The operating system is now designed to intercept raw data streams and evaluate them before they ever reach an application. On the surface, this update looks like standard maintenance. Google packaged it with over 120 routine security fixes to patch known vulnerabilities. Users access it through the standard pathway by navigating to Settings, System, and Software Updates. But this schematic of a mobile OS stack shows the firmware update wedging a new tier directly between the base hardware and your apps. This active mediator continuously analyzes incoming data flow. The clearest proof is AI fake call detection. When an engineer builds a scam detection tool as a standalone application, that app is isolated in its own sandbox. It relies on user permissions and limited system access to function. Operating as a firmware-level mediator changes the mechanics of interception. The OS captures the incoming audio from the cellular modem and processes the data packets before they are handed off to your phone's dialer application. The operating system has transitioned to judging the semantic intent of live human interaction. Analyzing a live telephone conversation requires solving a strict engineering constraint: zero latency. If the system pauses the audio to process it, the synchronous nature of the phone call breaks down. This split-screen flowchart maps the latency problem. Routing live audio to cloud servers for AI processing creates a visible delay gap. The only way to maintain a real-time conversation is by executing the processing loop entirely within the physical boundary of the device. To achieve this, the device intercepts the telephony data stream at the point of reception, holding the audio signal in a localized buffer. It then runs that buffer data through a heuristic analysis block utilizing the phone's onboard edge compute hardware. The system applies semantic parsing to the caller's audio. It evaluates the vocabulary, pacing, and phrasing of the voice on the other end to recognize the patterns of a financial scam or phishing attempt. When the algorithm parses a threat, it executes 3 distinct actions instantly. It generates a threat flag, overrides the current user interface, and pushes an alert to screen. Because the OS controls the display layer, it can overlay this heuristic flag directly onto the dialer screen, warning the user without severing the base cellular connection. Older app-based screening methods relied on post-call reporting or comparing caller IDs against known databases after the phone had already rung. This system interprets the threat live. Keeping this audio scanning strictly localized also resolves the inherent privacy risks of call monitoring. The raw audio data never leaves the hardware. Executing real-time scan detection proves the modern smartphone possesses sufficient onboard compute to act as a localized, continuous firewall between the network and the user. This real-time mediation extends beyond continuous audio streams. The June 2026 update applies the same architectural logic to static and live visual context. Google updated the Circle to Search tool to include a Find the Look feature, which identifies clothing and provides instant style discovery based on whatever is currently on the screen. This isometric diagram demonstrates the mechanics of visual interception. The OS pauses the active application, pushes its interface backward, and slides a translucent search layer over the top. By utilizing a system-level overlay, the OS bypasses individual app sandboxes entirely. It reads the raw pixels currently rendered on the display, regardless of which third-party application is open. It then deploys semantic segmentation, an imaging technique that recognizes the pixel boundaries of specific objects, like a jacket or a pair of shoes, isolating them from the surrounding background. Google applies this exact segmentation technology passively inside the new Google Photos Wardrobe update. The OS scans the user's raw photo storage in the background, identifying individual items of clothing across thousands of images to curate a semantically understood dataset of outfits. Standard photo applications sort files by rigid metadata, like date taken or file size or GPS location. The Wardrobe tool sorts by AI-driven object recognition. The device's visual processing engine now operates as a persistent parallel track. While you scroll through a feed or check your gallery, the OS is continuously identifying the objects rendered on your screen. Combined, these audio and visual tools establish a unified architecture. The operating system actively interprets all incoming media types on behalf of the user. While the June 2026 utilities focus on intercepting and analyzing data, leaked promotional materials from Google detail the next phase of this software roadmap. The upcoming Pixel feature drop points towards a modular interface, abandoning static app grids in favor of context-driven elements that generate in real time. The leaks reveal an overhaul to the Priority VIP notification system, where important contacts receive custom behavioral markers. When a designated VIP messages you, their profile image will temporarily overwrite the core status bar real estate, previously reserved strictly for system icons like battery and cellular signal. This relies on dynamic state alteration. The operating system is granted the authority to redraw its most rigid UI boundaries based on the immediate priority of the interaction. The leaked documents also highlight branded interface themes, showcasing a temporary dynamic promotional tie-in for the movie Wicked. These system-wide configuration overhauls instantly redraw the device's backdrops and the underlying visual logic of the entire interface. This generative capability extends to the standalone AI image app, Pixel Studio. Users will be able to animate their static AI-generated imagery and add motion directly within the app. Generating localized motion requires the OS to calculate physics and pixel prediction in real time, leveraging the device's enhanced local compute. The interface is transitioning from a static container into a highly fluid environment, reacting dynamically to both priority contacts and external commercial partnerships. By combining the deployed utilities with the leaked interface features, Google's entire 2026 software strategy reveals itself as one unified, interconnected stack. We map this architecture using a three-tiered pyramid. The wide foundation consists of standard security fixes, maintaining system integrity. The middle tier houses real-time AI mediators, like call detection and circle-to-search, intercepting live data. The top tier represents generative features, studio animations, and dynamic themes, adapting the visual output. Data flows upward. Raw hardware inputs at the base are parsed by the middle mediator, dictating the generative interface at the top. This stack forms an agentic OS, an operating system capable of taking autonomous action based on context, without waiting for manual inputs. Deploying these agentic tools via mandatory firmware drops provides Google with a massive strategic advantage over distributing them as optional app downloads. Embedding features into the firmware layer bypasses App Store friction. It guarantees universal architectural adoption across the entire device ecosystem. A phone that only acts when instructed is a piece of hardware from the past. By moving artificial intelligence out of standalone apps and integrating it directly into the core firmware, the smartphone evolves into an intelligent, continuous filter standing between the user and the digital world.